So, welcome along to our sports bra workshop that I am putting on for our lovely Orangetheory ladies today. The workshop will be hopefully not too long, and it will give you some interesting tips and hints for how to fit your sports bra correctly. I'll go through a little slideshow. We'll have any questions at the end, but I'll also give some specific bestsellers and recommendations from our boobydoo website. So boobydoo is a business that I have been brand manager and looking after for the last 7 years. It's existed for about 15 years now, and it's always been a sports bra specialist. And we have the widest range of styles and sizes available in the UK, and I would argue in the world, because there's very few specialists out there that really dedicate themselves to it as much as we do. And over the past 3 or 4 years, we've really developed what we do. So we have a contract with the British Army where we fit and supply their female recruits in phase 1 training with properly fitting sports bras for their physical training programme. We have fitted some Premiership level rugby teams, so the Harlequins women's team. We've also fitted the Scottish women's international rugby team most recently, and even the Team GB Paralympic wheelchair basketball team. So we've had some pretty special opportunities to fit women, both at elite level sport, but also at grassroots. And you know, I've come and done several fittings at the Orangetheory studios over the last couple of years. So that is us in a nutshell. So hoping what you'll get out from today is that you'll be empowered with sports bra knowledge. You'll understand the benefits more of what a sports bra is and why it's really important. Understand a little bit more about breast health, and also know some self-fitting tips for fitting your sports bra from home. So a sports bra is a technical piece of equipment. It is something that should be up there as important as your trainers, if not more important, for a woman during sport. It should be the #1 item in your kit bag because it is designed to reduce the bounce. So reduce the pressure and momentum that your breasts are under during exercise. And some of the very best sports bras will reduce that bounce by up to 83% when fitted correctly. It has technical moisture wicking material, so when you're sweating, it helps move that sweat away from your body and keep you cool. It has high stretch materials and high coverage across the cups to really help protect that delicate breast tissue that you have. And it has all the sort of features that should support you during your physical activity. So the next slide is from one of our favourite brands, brand called Shock Absorber. It's a short video which I think captures really well what a sports bra can do for you. So here we go. Let me see if I can, wonder if you'll have to let me know if you can hear the audio. I don't think you can. Let me go back. Oh, yes. Hang on. Okay, let's see. Mute me. Unmute my, bear with. Technical difficulties, I think we're there. Did you hear it? The music. Doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter if not. Doesn't matter if not, but hopefully it got the point across in a slightly more dynamic way than me just waffling at you. So in terms of why wearing a sports bra, so there's some quite shocking statistics out there. So 8 out of 10 women do not wear the right size bra. So that is something that we're trying to change by making good fitting advice more accessible for you to do from home, and you understanding it as an individual rather than necessarily having to go into a shop and get a fitting, but really knowing it for yourself whether your bra fits correctly. 44% of women don't wear a sports bra during exercise. And I'm a coach at Orangetheory, and I do see it quite often where people are wearing 2 sports bras, people are wearing their bra that they've just come from work in. And, you know, I see it out and about all the time. And that 44% is quite a big chunk of women not wearing a sports bra during exercise. And it can cause some real discomfort and some issues kind of posturally if you're not wearing a bra that supports you properly. And 14 centimeters is the average movement of a breast without support when they measured it on a G cup. So you can see that on the next graph. So University of Portsmouth is one of the leading breast health research bases, and they did a lot of tests on industry leading bras, one of which was the shock absorber sports bra, and they measured that a G cup can bounce 14 centimeters during running, and even an A cup can bounce 4 centimeters. So those of you that go, I've got small boobs, it doesn't matter to me, you still undergo that momentum and that breast movement. So it's important for everybody, big or small cup size, to get a sports bra that fits properly and reduces the bounce. And then on the other side, there is momentum measures of the same woman tested with no bra, and the figure of 8 movement that she experienced of her breast during running. In the middle, the normal bra, so it's reduced it slightly, but then the shock absorber run bra has reduced it significantly by about 78%, and really narrows down that window. So already, no, Nicola, you're in a shock absorber bra, so already you're in the right place in terms of getting that breast movement reduced, making it much more comfortable during your training time. So I have some interactive slides in here which I will sort of talk through myself, because usually this goes with me out and about on sort of workshop days in the flesh, but a little bit of spot the difference. So the difference between your everyday bra and a sports bra, to again sort of make it really clear that your everyday bra probably isn't the best choice when it comes to choosing one for exercise. So your sports bra gives you full cup coverage. What you will find in your everyday bras is that you don't always get a full cup design, and you will have cleavage, and that's totally normal, and they're much more fashion orientated than protective. So you want full coverage cups in the sports bra. You have a much deeper underband, which is highly elasticated. So if 80% of the support comes from your underband. So if that fits correctly and it's substantial, then that is the main anchor point to help reduce that breast movement. You'll also see that on the sports bra, the straps are much thicker, so that helps distribute the weight, but also the impact. And they are often padded, especially in high quality sports bras. And then you have options such as racer back fastenings and clips that will help, so you won't have your straps falling down. It's much more comfortable and convenient, again, more anchorage to help reduce the bounce. And then the materials are usually significantly different. So you've got the moisture wicking materials that wick sweat away, they're quick dry, designed for you whilst you are exerting yourself during a physical exercise. Then from here, talking briefly about breast anatomy. So you know, why it's important to protect them. It's delicate breast tissue. Usually your breast tissue is made up of glandular and fatty tissue in different proportions depending on the person and your genetic makeup. Fatty tissue tends to be a squishier boob, so compression works really well, whereas glandular tends to be a heavier breast. So and one way you can find people experience more pain if they've got more glandular tissue. So they're looking for something really encapsulating that helps protect both breasts individually. You also have these delicate ligaments called Cooper's ligaments, which are help maintain the shape of your breast. But as time goes on, as we get older, those Cooper's ligaments do stretch, and our body kind of changes shape and gives in to gravity. But wearing a sports bra or a properly fitted bra in your day-to-day life can definitely help protect those ligaments. And then all of that is attached to your pectoral muscles, so those chest muscles, and that's on the chest wall with the ribs and those intercostal muscles. And then also one thing that can help with fitting can be understanding your breast shape. So there are kind of 9 key buckets of breast shape that people sort of fall into for either the majority or completely. Your breast shape can impact sometimes how a bra fits. Manufacturers make bras off lots of different molds and fit models. So knowing your breast shape can be really helpful. We have a breast shape guide on our website that will help you match to bras that might suit you better. So if you're side set, you want something that has high support levels on the side here to help draw your bust inwards, but also give you that extra coverage and protection there. And similarly, if you have sort of east-west breasts or athletic boobs that are a little bit side set, again, where that bra cuts and you get the level of coverage can improve your sort of overall comfort and fit on a bra. But also getting to know your breasts is good just in general, to remember to check them. So touching your boobs regularly and getting to know them isn't always about looking for cancer, but knowing and appreciating your body. You don't need any training or special equipment. All you need is the everyday magic that is in your hands. So you can check regularly and also check for any sort of changes to your breasts and be able to spot the signs early if anything is unusual. The next slide I had is a video. I don't know if the audio is working, but it's a Copperfield video, which is a great charity that get people to try and make it more fun and interactive and more engaging to check your breasts, and they have loads of great materials, and you can sign up for little text reminders on a monthly basis to check your boobs. So great little video. Might be something that we can share on the groups, but it's something we can definitely sort of come back to. But they do it in a great way, so recommend having a look at them as a charity. Okay, so on to more specific fitting tips then. And hopefully it's something you can sort of self-inspect when you're at home of going, right, okay, does my bra fit the best it could? Have I changed size? Is my bra now old? Let's just do a little check and see if that bra is still working effectively. Because one, not wearing a sports bra is probably the worst thing you can do. The second worst thing is wearing one that doesn't fit correctly, because that's going to lead to other issues like chafing or discomfort and you having to concentrate on adjusting your bra instead of giving focus to your workout. So we try and break it down into 3 ways to check the fit. So you have the underband, the cups, and the straps, and getting all those 3 things in order should get you towards a good fitting bra. So the first one that we can kind of look out for here, and hopefully my cursor can be useful. So the band. So as I mentioned earlier, that's where 80% of the support comes from. So if you can get this fitting correctly, the other things can sort of slot into place, but we know that we're well anchored to our body with this band size. So the one I see most often is the one here on the left, which is band size as being too big. I think as women, we kind of try and avoid things like back fat. So we tend to size up on the band until we feel like it's not digging in or it's more comfortable or looks the most comfortable. But it's the most common kind of sizing error we see. Again, you can see it when the bra is too old and the elasticity is really worn. So it might have been the right size to start with, but because you've had it for years and years and it's been in the wash a lot, it's been with fabric softeners and all that good stuff, then the elasticity just worn away, so it's not sort of hinging to your body particularly well. So if you're on the tightest set of hook and eyes at this point, you've had the bra for a while, then it's probably time to get a new one, because you want to fit on the loosest set of hook and eyes. But what we see is when a band's too big, you'll also get a bit of a ski jump effect over the course of the day. So the bra will start to ride up at the back because it's got that sort of, is too big and it can move. And then the weight of your breast is pulling the straps down as it pulls down at the front, sending it further up the back. And also people really suffer with red sort of marks on the straps as well, where it's been digging in because the weight of your breast has been carried across your shoulders rather than anchoring properly to your rib cage. So that one is the most common. Next one is when a band is too small. I think people can self-identify this one quite well because it's just much too tight, either on the loosest or the tightest hook and eye. It's where it is sort of severely digging in and you've got sort of red marks, or it just feels tight. When you take deep breaths, it's feeling pretty uncomfortable. So in that instance, you'd want to go up a band size. The last one on there is where a band is fitting correctly. So if you reach around behind your back, if you can, and you can get your fingers underneath your bra strap and kind of pull away from your body, you're looking for 1 to 2 inches of give. So there's tension there, but if you took those deep breaths like you would in a workout, then you can still breathe and it feels comfortable. And if you can put 2 fingers underneath between your band and your skin, you can move it around without any sort of friction, then that's kind of the ideal sort of tension point. Loosest set of hook and eyes on a new bra, and then we recommend every 3 months. It's probably had enough washes that you're ready to cinch it into the next one, so that when you're on the tightest, you've got about 3 months until it's worth investing in a new one. A sports bra should never have a birthday, especially if it's being worn 2 to 3 times a week. So that is usually our recommendation in terms of when to get a new one. Okay, so next up, the cups. So once you've got that band size correct, whether it be 32, 36, 38, and so on in that double inch sizing, you then move on to the cups, which are where your letters come in. So that is your cup volume. This one is a little bit more simple to self-identify, I think. For the most part, we can see that our cups are on the front of us. So in terms of things to look out for, if you find that you've got space and you've got wrinkling or gaps in a place in the cups, one thing you might want to do is the swoop and scoop. So a handy little tip where you put one hand inside the opposite cup and you bring your breast tissue in towards the center. Repeat that on the other side and then check, is there still gaps, is there still wrinkling, is there still space in the cups? If there is, then your cups are too big. You want to go a letter down, or maybe even 2 letters, depending on how severe the sort of gapping and wrinkling is. The next one is where your cups are too small. So if you've done that swoop and scoop, or you've just popped it on and you can see a lot of overspill, either from the top, the side, or from underneath, where it's actually your band is resting on your breast tissue instead of your ribs, then recommend going up to the next cup size. So if you're a D, you'd go to a double D. If it's quite severe overspill, you might want to skip the double D and go to the E next, for example. Your cups fitting correctly, they should sit flush to your body and a smooth line from bra to chest, and all of your breast tissue should be appropriately covered. The straps is the kind of final element. So you've got your band size, you've identified the correct cup size, and the straps typically should be something you use to adjust to your frame. So you want to make it shorter or longer, depending on that space between your ribs and your shoulder. As I kind of mentioned on the band area, if you're finding that your straps are digging in over the course of the day and you've got red marks and soreness across your shoulders, then it might be that your band is too loose. So go back to the start and sort of re-inspect that again. Or you may want to loosen the straps. It might be that you've got a little bit of adjustment room to loosen them, but definitely check the band as a first point of call. If these straps are falling off your shoulders, then see if you can tighten them, or try a different style with a different strap setting where you've got a little bit more adjustment perhaps, or you've got a racer back option. If your strap's fitting correctly, you can slide a thumb or a couple of fingers underneath the strap and the top of your shoulder and pull up, and you should have, again, 1 to 2 inches of give. So there's tension there, but it's not too tight. In terms of looking for a sports bra with straps, I would recommend looking for one that has a lot of adjustability options. So something that can fit to you, rather than one that doesn't have anything, and then you're kind of limited if it's not fitting right. So they're my 3 tips for the band, the cups and the straps. I also had a little quiz, but I feel a bit mean, Nicola, making you do the quiz all on your own, although I'm sure you would get full points. So I guess moving on to kind of shopping tips, I suppose, and how to choose the right sports bra for you. So just a few takeaways from our experience of what we've heard in the past. So just because a product says it's a sports bra, if you go onto the high street, you go into Primark, you go into M&S, H&M, or wherever you go, if it says a sports bra, it doesn't mean it's suitable for every sport. So you want to choose a sports bra that's suitable for the activity you're doing or the level of impact you are going to be undergoing for your breasts. For example, if you are doing an OTF workout, 100% recommend you find a high impact sports bra. They may also call it an extreme impact sports bra or other sort of terminologies, but also don't get fooled by the marketing. See if the product description talks about any specific testing they've had done. Have they had, bounce reduction sort of tests undergone? If they don't have any information about the test they've done, then maybe they've got live chat, or you can ask a question about that product from the sales assistant if you're in a store. You really want something that is going to work for that level of activity. And more often than not, a proper high impact sports bra is going to be in bra sizes so that you can get a specific fit. They're rarely a small, medium, large product. If they're a high impact, small, medium, large product, they're probably only going to be suitable for small cup sizes. So A cup, B cup, for example. Yes, it's probably going to work for them. But if you're measuring at a C cup or above, proper quality sports bra should be in bra sizes more often than not. So just to touch on medium and low impact bras, they're good for things like yoga, Pilates, hiking, those kind of activities where you're not undergoing an awful lot of fast dynamic movements. And that might be where you can go for a small, medium, large product, even if you're full of busted, and still get a level of support. But equally, if you are full of busted, you're probably going to need the structure there. If you're doing a downward dog, for example, you want to have full coverage and full, security in your bra. Also recommend having a look at the reviews, having a read online or watching some videos and see what other people say about the effectiveness of the bra. Have they mentioned what bra size they are or what activity they're using for? It is public opinion, but to see a product with lots of positive reviews is always a really good way to start. Also ask an expert. So we have live chat on boobydoo, we have the phone, we have email, and we have loads of online fitting guides to help you make the right choice. We are dedicated to helping someone find the right fit for them and their activity. So get in touch with us, say, I've been thinking about these 3 bras, what do you think? Or have you got a few recommendations for me? So if it's not boobydoo, make sure that wherever you are shopping, they have someone on hand who has the answers for you. My final tip is that our bodies change an awful lot over the course of our life. There are some significant factors like puberty, pregnancy, postpartum, menopause, where our body's going to change, our hormones are going to change, but we might have weight fluctuations and other things through the course of our life where we need to just check that bra is still fitting correctly. So getting refitted professionally or going through those self-fitting tips, which you can find on our website. is always the best way to go. Don't just settle for, you know, that same old bra that you've had for 5 years. Make sure you're getting something that fits you correctly. I will. So I've got a bit of a Q&A section, but I thought probably what I'd like to do, based on some feedback that we've had before, is give you all some of my top recommendations. So I'm going to do a reshare now of my screen. Not sure if it's oh, it is showing. Okay, great, cool. So if in doubt, you can head over to the boobydoo website, and you can find our fitting guide page. So this is what the page looks like. There are some really handy little videos that myself and some of my colleagues star in. But whether you want it in video format, written format, visual, we have it all. So we've got that breast shape guide that I mentioned. You've got sister sizes, which is another way to help you find that right fit if you're not sure quite what your size is. And, you know, other things like underwired versus non-wired, which is right for me, different types of support, and also options to book a virtual fitting as well. So if you wanted to have a bit of one-to-one time with one of our experts, you can go ahead and book one of those. And then some of our brands. So you can go to our brand page and you can shop by brand if you already kind of know what you're looking for. You can shop by activity. So you can pick the sort of activity you're going to be taking part in, and then it will lead you through. Running, for example, I'd probably prioritize that over anything else in terms of an OTF workout, because you've got time on the tread. So you can have a little look at our top bras for running. We've already done the hard work for you and picked these top running sports bras, so some of our favorites and most rated, but also some filters where you can shop by your size, and we've picked ones that are kind of best for that. And then we've also got great little blogs, including pre and post race stretches, guides to start running, and our top sports bra recommendations. So if I can get this to load, here are some of the most loved by our boobydooers, but also our OTF family as well. We've had a lot of people love this bra and try it on. So it's a shock absorber bra. This particular one that I've highlighted is a Champion collaboration. So one of those sort of retro sports brands. So they've done a little bit of a design hack on it. But this one has molded high coverage cups. It has your race back clip at the back, mesh that helps sort of with ventilation here at the back, but it's got a nice open back setting even in a race back form. And this one I've seen a lot of our ladies in Derby wearing, and they've been rating it highly since we did that fitting. So shock absorber padded run bra. It comes in this colour and also in black, and it goes from a B cup or even an A cup in certain band sizes, to an F cup. So it's quite good for that sort of small to medium cup size. The next one here is a real classic. So not sure, Nicola, which one you have, but you know, feel free to jump in. But this is the Ultimate Run Bra. It's a non-padded version of that first one I showed you, but this is the original. It's won many, many awards. This is the one that reduces bounce by up to 78%. I'm pretty confident the padded version does something very similar as well. But you can see it's got a very similar race back setting. This goes from an A cup through to a G cup. So you've got a couple of extra sizes on the cups there. And it's a non-molded version, so gives you your natural shape. Here's me modelling it, but also someone fuller busted modelling it as well. And we also have sort of handy little videos that you can watch where people sort of move around in a circle and you can see it 360. Then something kind of completely different. So this is the Sport Jock range. So this is something very simple. You pull it over your head. It's got no fastenings or fixtures, and it's just a nice sort of stretch cotton option. The Super Sports Bra version of it is for D to F cups. So that covers, you know, 4 different cup sizes there. It's an affordable option, but it's definitely for people that want very minimal you know, they just want very comfortable sort of second skin kind of feeling. They don't want too many bits and bobs going on their bra. It's nice, it's really breathable. It's more medium impact, I would maybe say, for your bigger cup sizes, but it will definitely work for, you know, all day in the garden, hiking, for example, and of course yoga and Pilates. But it is a good option for your smaller cup size. So this is one that I would wear to run in. It gives me enough support as a B cup, but it's one that I would choose if I just don't want any, you know, fastenings just on me that day. I just want something really comfy. It's a very personal thing about what you like as a sports bra. Getting the right fit is one thing, but people have so many different sort of preferences and ways they want their bra to feel, how restricted they want to be, how compressed. So hopefully giving you a bit of an all-round view of some of our best sellers on boobydoo. This one here is, again, a completely different option. It's called the Panache Ultimate Sports Bra. Panache is a great lingerie brand, and they've got this really popular sports bra, and this is a boobydoo exclusive colour of it. It is an encapsulation bra, so you can see it here on Nikki, who modelled it for us. She is a G cup. Encapsulation means that it's got two predefined cups, so you get individual breast support rather than compression, which kind of just draws it all in close to your chest. It is an underwired bra, but it is underwired is something I do recommend if you are particularly fully busted. It gives you that structure and helps the bra keep its shape so it can support you properly. And it's all sort of silicone padded against your skin, so really comfortable. You don't really notice the underwire is there. You've got preformed cups, the padded straps all the way through, and then you've got the option of a racer back, which you can see there. So that one's great, and that one goes from a B all the way up to a J cup. So it's got an amazing range of sizes, from a 28 to a 40 band. There's about 70 different sizes on the Panache bra. There's loads of colours you can get on Panache. So you can just head over to brands, Panache Sport, and you can see kind of how their bra comes together. You've got a non-wired version as well, which is good. Maybe not quite as high impact, but you only really need to worry about that if you're very full of bustards. Maybe double F plus. Definitely stick to the wired. And then last couple of brands that I thought I'd mention that worth a mention. This one's called Anita. It's a more premium price point, although you can get some more entry level and affordable options like this one here. It's just really well crafted. It's a German brand. It's been one of our most popular on boobydoo. As soon as you're in an Anita bra, it's hard to go back, just because of the way they are all finished. It's got micro toweling on the inside against the cups, so super comfy against the skin. It's all been well designed and well tailored, so there's quite a few different options in the Anita range, but if you are someone that really appreciates quality product, something that's going to last the test of time, and feel good on your body, then Anita is definitely something I recommend. And then another one here which is ideal for those with a fuller bust is the Freya range. Freya is again another lingerie brand that focuses on D+, and these bras can go all the way up to a K cup in certain styles, so it's one of our best in terms of size range that we offer. So there's a few really nice ones. Again, go by our best sellers. We've already done the hard work of showing you which ones are the best and most loved. We also have a few in our maternity range as well, so ones that are great for kind of postpartum and easy feed, so you can be active with your baby. So lots of different options, and hopefully that was just a little overview about some of our best ones. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and YouTube. That's where all our videos are, so definitely give us a follow, check us out with what we're doing, and get in touch, and we'll definitely help you with any sports bra advice you may need.